Hi, I'm Matt from Hellions, and this is Music Is My Life. First album I ever bought was Toxicity by System of a Down, I think. It was, and that's still today is one of my favorite records. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. First album I was obsessed with was the same album, System of a Down, Toxicity. And also maybe at a tie with My Chemical Romance's Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge. They both have such an influence on me still to this day. Like their influence is sort of hardwired into my mind just from having learned it at such a young age and so comprehensively. People comparing Opera Oblivia to the work of My Chemical Romance is insane. I never tire of hearing that. It's almost overwhelming. I get like gleeful when I hear about that. And then even more recently we've got some Queen comparisons, which is fucking insane. That is the coolest thing, and I suppose it's kind of just like a precursor to My Chemical Romance, because without a Queen there may not have been a My Chemical Romance, and it's just it's what a wonderful thing to say. Like such a profound compliment to receive. It's so cool. Wow, I suppose we have those aforementioned albums, the My Chemical Romance and System of a Down ones. Those were, I can't say enough how much they did for me as a young person. But for a different answer, perhaps, Good Charlotte, The Young and the Hopeless was really, I loved that when I was a kid, and for some reason it really resonated with me. I loved it, I still do. I don't see in it now what I did then, but at the time it was, it had quite an effect on me. Song that makes me want to mosh. I don't listen to a whole lot of heavy music, but Kubla Khan, a band from the States, they're I suppose they're sort of up and coming, but they just put out a record called New Strength, and that is just the heaviest thing I've ever heard. It's so sick. A little plug for them. Let's go with that. Favorite song I've ever written is undoubtedly 25, the final track on Opera Oblivia. We struck oil with that one. It's funny, we went through so much trying to make it come to life. It had so much potential, but we didn't know how to. There were just a few things we couldn't get down. I remember riding with Johnny from Northlane for a little bit with that one, and even then we still couldn't quite. Had great parts, but the structure was a little bit off, and it was just like there's so many good parts, but making it a cohesive, enjoyable experience was really difficult. And then taking it to Thailand and working with Shane Edwards, our producer, he really helped with that. And after the vocal, it was just, I don't know, it was just brought to life. I guess inadvertently ended up being just such a phenomenal thing that we didn't know that we were capable of. So that song for sure. My most played album of all time. Again, we have the aforementioned records of the My Chemical Romance and System of a Down, but to keep things fresh, most recently, or this year, it would be the 1975 record. And the title is so verbose, it's so long. Let me give it a crack. I like it when you sleep because you're so beautiful yet so unaware of it, I think it's called. The last album I listened to in full would be perhaps the New Issues record. Called Headspace. Really into that one, love it.